Coach, what are your thoughts on tonight's game and the message to the team in the locker room after a big 34th win of the season?
I have to tell you that I'm pretty much maintained the same. We go through our goals for the game, and then we talk about let's be happy what we did, but not satisfied. I mean, there's still bigger fish to fry right now. I'm ecstatic. All glory to God. Seriously, what we've done this year has been nothing short of amazing in a lot of aspects. We've been through a lot of adversity. I think we've had 26 players through our roster this year as well. Not many teams in the league can say they've had to do that, and we've maintained some consistency through it all. So I'm very pleased with what we've done, but again, I'm not yet satisfied. I think that we can still continue to get better, and moving into the playoffs, these close games like this are ones that'll, I'll end up with no blacks here at all. It'll be all grays by the end of this season if it continues like this. But, I'm proud of what we've done so far this year, and I'm never going to not appreciate the accomplishments we've made this year. It's been a great year, great regular season, and I said it afterwards with our fans, but this is the outpouring and the showing we had tonight is indicative of the way we should play as well. They brought the energy, we need to bring the energy. So I thank everyone again for coming out to the game tonight and the support we've had all year long.
Coach, are these the types of wins that you're going to need in order to pursue the championship?
I mean, I would say yes, because we won and we came back and fought when we needed to, but it's also not the type of games that we can play and get away with when we start playing better teams. This is a team that they've only won one of the last 13 games, so this is a team that we should have been able to put away with. I don't want to say easily, but we have more manpower than them. We should have wore them out with our pace, and it just didn't happen tonight. We weren't shooting the ball as well as we should, but there's a lot of things that we can still improve on, but hey, at this point moving forward, a win is a win.
And you talk about getting another veteran piece in Daniel Hamilton, who has been around the league for 3 to 4 seasons now. Talk about his contributions tonight and how he was able to help you guys out to close out this W.
Well, he's a veteran player for sure. He has more size than our other point guards as well. Obviously, Gary Payton has more athleticism, but I dare say Daniel has a little bit more experience in this league for sure. And, we just got him, so hopefully moving forward we'll have more time to acclimate him to our system where he can be a bigger contributor for sure. And it adds to our depth, which absolutely helps. And you talk about our point guard role, we had so much diversity at that role between Gary, JJ, Tim, and then now with D-Ham as well.
Talk a little about the last 7 minutes or so. You're down by 7, and all of a sudden some of the guys who don't normally get the ball in crunch time are performing. Stone. You also had Roger performed really well down the stretch. Talk about them getting involved in crunch time here in the last minutes.
Well, it's good to see that at any given time everyone's ready to step up and make the big play or do the big thing for us. I think Roger defensively was amazing for us tonight. He seemed to, and it was crazy, he was only about 85% after an ankle sprain. He didn't practice all week, so I asked him before the game how he felt. He said about 85%. You would never be able to tell the way he played tonight. He's a guy who plays with tons of heart and constantly does that. And it showed tonight. When we needed some heart on the court, he came out and brought it.
Coach, I want to talk about, like you said, that big run, 19-6 run, the last 7 minutes of the game. Talk about what the mindset was in those final minutes, and just what did you need to do to complete the win?
I think the big thing for us was just not giving up any more offensive rebounds is the big thing. In the second half, I think we only gave up, we had, 4 offensive rebounds in the second half compared to the 11 we gave up in the first half. So when we started rebounding the ball better on the defensive end, it helped us kickstart our offense as well. And then we started making some shots and getting to the rim. It's just the way of the game. The games, I always say the game of basketball goes in runs. If they make theirs, we make ours. And the one who makes theirs at the end is the one who usually succeeds in winning the game.
With that win, I know you don't like talking about standings, but you ended up getting that #1 seed in the East. West, sorry. Talk about the privilege of having that first round bye and having all the games on our court.
Well, let me say, the first round bye, obviously, if you're an analytics person, you see that obviously exponentially increases your chances to win the championship. So obviously it's great for us. Also gives us time to let guys heal, get their bodies back to where they need to be. A guy like I just said, Roger, hopefully we can get Isaiah back in full health as well. maybe get him with us. So, and gives us more time just to get practice and get better. Home court advantage, I mean, come on, we're talking about Bird Ogden Arena in the Valley. It doesn't get any better than this in the league. I mean, we've done a really good job protecting the house all year, and the fan support we have, it definitely does make a difference. So to have that home court advantage in the playoffs makes a big difference, and I'm hoping that we can definitely flex our muscle here at home a little bit.
And on Thursday, you had, or on Wednesday, you had mentioned to me about limiting Sioux Falls to their second chances. What was the message that you talked about during the break to get your team just started to limit their second chances?
Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot I said other than letting them know what the numbers were, and that's a crucial part for us to win. We had to stop giving them offensive rebounds. That's the one thing that was really hurting us. I mean, Maiden is a strong player down there, and just him missing shots, he's tipping them right back in. That's one thing we can't give up. We don't have a big issue with teams posting up against us because of our style of play, but we can't give them second chance shots.
Top seed, first year coaching, Coach Reyes said that you were born to be a coach. Talk a little bit about your first year and what you went through this year. I mean, highs and lows, and did you think you'd be here?
You know, I think we've talked about all year when I've just been, it's a game-to-game thing. And my goal when I first came here, and I remember in the press conference, I said, I just want to create the right culture. The wins and losses take care of themselves. And that's what I've tried to do all year. And we've definitely had our fair share of adversity and obstacles throughout the season, staffing-wise, player turnaround, all kinds of things we've had. But, you know, God's good, and we got to where we are now. And again, you know, I'm always going to say this, all the glory comes through me, not to me. I'm happy with what we've gotten, but I understand it's not me that did it. And on top of everything, I'm far from the person that gets all the credit. I've had a team that's bought into what we're trying to do, a staff that's been super supportive. We've just been really blessed this year, and I don't take that for granted for a second.
Coach, all the teams in the Western Conference are very fast-paced, tough teams. I mean, Salt Lake City coming back, playing really good in their division, and Oklahoma City and Santa Cruz, and all those teams. Talk about what needs to happen in the playoffs to take that championship home.
Well, I think, you know, I've been a firm believer of this for a while, that the team who plays a better defense in our conference in particular is a team that's going to triumph because of our pace. If you can get a number of stops back to back, I mean, that really is a momentum builder, and it's really something that just hurts the momentum of the other team for sure. I mean, when you get a couple stops, especially at your pace when you're playing, you never, you know, within 1 minute you can miss 3 shots, and they score 3 shots, and literally in less than 40 seconds they just went on an 8-0 run. So it really comes down to defense, and us to being determined to play defense in the second, well, I would say the second portion of the season, which is the real season at this point, the playoffs.